Hello everybody. Today is Saturday and we are going to be heading out to the she shed today. I'm super excited for my next project. Now originally, right here you can see behind me, is these, I don't know what they call them. Heard them called studio boxes, pencil boxes, artist boxes. I'm not sure what you call them. However, this is 2 units here, as you can see, that are set together. I put Gorilla Tape between them to keep them from coming apart. It's not really an interlocking system. But anyway, these are very nice. They are $37 for the 1 3-drawer unit. Now, if you have an Amazon card, you get 5% back on purchases. Well, I had let it accumulate, so I was able to get both these units for $8. So I was really happy with that. It's going to take me quite a while to get that much more in there to get another one, and I want one now. And if you watch my videos, you know I want it customizable. I want to be able for one of the bottom drawer to be a 2-inch deep drawer, so that I can put my mica powders in there because I don't like storing them in the box. So I am going to tackle one of these babies all by myself. So any of you that ever have done woodworking or haven't, sorry for the noise, here is a joint. I don't know if it dovetails exactly what that is, but I am going to attempt these joints. So for the next 2 days, that's what we're filming. If you want to learn to make your own pencil box, keep watching. I'll see you out in the she shed. Okay, so we're out in the she shed and I'm so excited. I haven't been able to get out here in a while and I'm doing something new, so I'm super excited. Any of you that, do any kind of woodworking, and I'm a little nervous, but at the same time, pretty excited. So enough of me blabbing on. This is my router table, and we are going to, this is the fence that it comes with to run your wood along, for any of you who don't know what a router is. This is what you use to put fancy edges on picture frames and inlay cuts when you want to make joints. This joint is a box joint. Now, in closer looking at my pencil box I have, because I'm using that as a pattern since I've never done one of these before. Usually when I'm making something new, I will use a pattern of something pre-existing or that I have or can get my hands on borrowed, so I don't have to purchase it since I'm going to make it. I have a real problem buying things that I know I can make. It's kind of like in the craft world. Why go buy a card for 99 cents at Dollar General when you can spend $52 in craft supplies? It's my logic. I would rather go buy new tools to make something that would be cheaper than purchasing the tools. It's logic. That's all I got. So, anyway, with that being said, these drawers are really cheap. The ply on them is like 2/16. I don't even know if you consider that ply. It's like glued paper. It's super thin. However, it's super lightweight, and you got to remember, this is just holding colored pencils. You don't want them heavy. Now, if this is something that you was going to make and you was going to want to move around room to room or whatever, you might want to make it a little sturdier. Mine is not going to be moving. It's going to be sitting on a shelf, and I will remove the drawers to use the pencils. So really, the lighter the better. And I'm using materials I've already got, so I don't have to go buy that. The only thing I had to purchase was a clamp, well, a couple clamps, and a router bit to make the box joints. So one thing I do have to do is I have to make a jig. For the router table, I'm going to use this slide that it came with, and we're going to fix a board on here so that I can ensure that all my cuts are nice and even. Now, because I'm going to use furring strips, which are super cheap, but they're super lightweight, and I've already got a ton of them, so it's going to create more work, but I'm going to spend less. I only had to spend actually it was $21, and when I went to ring up the bit, it was $16. So I only actually spent $16 to make this box. And you got to remember, my drawers are custom sizes. I'm going to have a 2-inch deep drawer, and then the rest of them will be all just to fit. Pencils, I think I may do one 1-inch drawer because I did purchase some oil pastels. I've been playing with oil pastels. So, but anyway, I'm super excited to get started, and I will keep popping in. And this routers are really loud, so it'll be pictures like the past videos, and I hope you enjoy it. So I watched several videos this week on how to make these box joints, and the easiest way, very easiest way, was to do it on table saw. Well, I have a table saw, however, the blades is $128 because it's a series of blades you put together to get the thicknesses you want. $128. Brandy didn't jive with $128. So this isn't as easy. I guess it is now, since either way, I wasn't going to spend $128, so it can be done on the router table. We are back on with day 2 of working on this cabinet. I worked on it all day yesterday. Doing box joints does take a little bit of learning. I did some samples and ran into some problems along the way. And anyway, the more you do, the better you get at it. So I'm gonna flip this around here and show you where we are at this morning. I had to add some supports to the sides because I'm using such light material. I will show you here. Alright, so here is where we are at. There is the supports that I had to add on the sides. And even though it's just lath and it's glued on there, it is stupid crazy how much strength that added to the outside. So, and you can see I've got the pieces glued in there. That's what will hold the drawers. But because of all the clamps, I couldn't get the other side in there, and I was running out of daylight. So we've got, yeah, I have the heat on. We went from 80s here in Indiana. This morning it's not even 40, so I'm freezing. Here's all the drawers, drawer frames. We're gonna put the bottoms in those. We gotta put faces on them, and then I had one troublesome one over there that just didn't want to stay together. I don't know why, because all those worked out great. As you can see, the joints, they went together super tight. Well, not super tight, but and I did these last. I got better as I went. So, I'm going to get started. We got to put bottoms in these drawers. We got to cut the bottom pieces out first. Get the rest of my drawer supports in and handles and faces. So we will be back in a bit.